Here we are to open the season, and what do you know it? We have a QB battle. In the spring game, Cole Pennington showed off his big-time arm towards the end of that game, but he did show some deficiencies. He is turnover prone. But a good week of practice really did help out his cause. He was making throws all over the place, and he showed off that he has that potential at the quarterback position to make every single throw there can be. But then there's Braylon Braxton, the transfer from Tulsa, who has some college experience, a lot more than Cole Pennington. He showed his potential in the deep ball, but he has one thing wrong with him, a deal breaker, which basically means that if we are not really a program that can get some exposure, he will not necessarily want to stick around. So that leads us into the season opener as we decide who our QB1 will be entering this game versus a very potent offense. Ismail Mahdi is their starting tailback, and he is one of the best in the entire game at 89 overall. They also have an impact wide receiver in Joey Hobart, but really the playmaker on this team is their quarterback, Jordan McLeod. He is a dual threat quarterback, and he is a threat to run it to the house, throw it to the house, whatever it takes. On defense, they have one really good defensive player in Ben Bell. If you look at his physicals, he has that pocket disruptor, which is one of the best physical badges you can have in the game. And then look at his mentals: road dog, winning time, DL rally. DL rally is actually really good because it makes the rest of your D-line not lose composure, and they get an extra boost. So then he gives a boost to Manny Nunnery, who is also one of those good pass rushers they have on their roster. In episode 1, we took a look at Duran Toure, who was the only 4-star prospect in the state of West Virginia as a sure-handed tight end. We are still in the running for him, and we have started to move up his list, so that is a good sign as he is the only eligible 4-star we can go after. But we have a new guy on the list that is in our top 2, and that is DeAndre Hendricks, an athlete who can absolutely throw the ball, but he is a dual threat guy that we don't have on the roster right now. Cole Pennington and Braxton really aren't that mobile, but you look at him and he has 89 speed, 89 throw power. It could be stronger, but his throw on the one is 81. Break sack is 81. He's got the fan favorite mental ability, which is him playing well during home games. And one thing about recruiting this year, which is going to be very important for our recruiting class, is that we have 0 players on our roster as it stands right now with the mental ability. It's kind of hard to believe, but 0 guys have mental abilities on the offensive side of the football. So really, getting guys who are composed, especially in big games, is going to be key. And Hendricks could be one of the first signees of this draft class, but we do have to recruiting class. We do have to compete with Louisville. Another guy to look out for is Courtney Lyles down the list. He's right now ranked as my number 5 prospect, but he is a gem as a 3-star. And as you can see, he's out of Lakewood, Ohio. So he and Hendricks are going to be the first 2 quarterbacks we try to recruit. And I really like Lyles because he has good throw power at 91. He's also very mobile, 92 speed, 90 acceleration. And look at his mentals. He's got team player and the natural, 2 really good mental abilities to have, especially that team player, which allows you to obviously stay composed with your team. And as we look at the rest of the recruiting class later in this season, it's going to be a lot of fun recruiting some of these guys that will make a really big impact. So with that being said, let's run down to the field. Both teams are ready for kickoff, and this season is underway. As here is Chuck Montgomery, the junior, back to receive the opening kickoff, and he takes it to about the 20-yard line. And out comes Cole Pennington. He gets the nod in game number 1. He showed some things late in that spring game that really impressed the coaching staff. And the first play will start out with the handoff to A.J. Turner, who had a pretty good spring game, and he earned some early playing time. We go right back to him, and that time he's going to pick up a gain of 9, and that's enough for a first down. We're really going to be looking to establish the run. That is going to be part of the game plan today. Pennington rolls to the right side and throws this one out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. Line up in the pistol formation here. Turner behind him. Cole Pennington loads up, throws across the middle, and that's Tyshawn Chapman, the sophomore transfer out of North Carolina, and he gets us across the 50. Good throw by Pennington. Right back to number 5, A.J. Turner, who takes it up the middle. Turner is just a sophomore. We could see a pair of sophomores really growing together as Ethan Payne checks into the game, and he does pick up the blitz, but Pennington does get hit on that throw. And now it is 3rd and 7. We come out here with 5 wide on the field. Pennington in the pocket, throws, and that one is caught. And that is number 9, Elijah Metcalf, who had a really good spring game, and he picks up the first. Right back to A.J. Turner. That's a nice run for a gain of about 9.5. And he has been running the ball quite well. Look who's in the game. It's Braylon Braxton in at quarterback. It's got to be an RPO. Here's a throw to the right side. That's caught. It's Elijah again, and he picks up a first down for his 2nd catch of the drive. In the red zone, Cole Pennington back into the game, and this is going to be another handoff this time. A.J. Turner again, as that brings it to a 3rd and 3. Both backs in the backfield, Ethan Payne and A.J. Turner. They don't know who it's going to go to. Pennington in the pocket. He goes down. And there he is, Ben Bell coming across the edge. He just puts an absolute killer pass move on our right tackle. And that was Larry Branch out there on the edge blocking there at right tackle. And he allows the sack, but we do get 3 on the board on this opening drive by Reese Veerhoff, who knocks it through. So out comes Jordan McLeod here, and we'll see what he can do, highlighting this high-powered Texas State offense. The first pass is out to the right side. That's going to be caught down the sideline to the 10, the 5, touchdown! Texas State opens up with a bang. Wow. I'm not sure what happened on the outside, but that press coverage is not going to work with these cornerbacks. Amir Foster, the sophomore, tried to play up, but it looked like every single wide receiver got cooked on that play. We're not going to play any press coverage the rest of the way, it seems like. Well, a quick 7-3 game as here is Cole Pennington now rolling to left side. He's going to take it himself. That's not really his game, but he does pick up a gain of 6 yards. Well, this crowd is really into this game early on. Here is a jet sweep fake, it looks like. Here is a toss out to Tyshawn Chapman, who gets the catch. He goes for about a gain of 3. So at the 28-yard line, it's loud in here. A direct snap, this time to A.J. Turner, who picks up the first down. He's really been running the ball well today. 6 for 38 so far. The first quarter is winding down here. Here is Pennington. He's got a man across the middle. He elects to go deep, though. He's got a man downfield. It's going to be Montgomery. He's tackled at the 1. Chuck Montgomery, the junior receiver. He's going to play in the slot quite a bit this year, and he gets all the way to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal. Here is another jet sweep, and that is going to be a touchdown. Braylon Brown, the junior receiver, gets in for a touchdown reception. That will be ruled as. And we answer right back after Texas State's quick 6. And now it is 10-7 after the extra point. Here is Jordan McLeod, 1 for 1 today, by the way, with an 80-yard pass. Here's a handoff this time. The ball's on the ground, picked up by the defense. A turnover right away. And it's big number 99, Isaiah Gibson Sr., who forces the fumble. He just hits him high, and the ball squirts out. And we pick that up, and now we're in red zone. Here is a quick throw, and that is going to be caught. That's Montgomery again for another reception. 2nd and 7 now. Here's a throw to an open A.J. Turner, thrown low, and Turner wasn't looking for the football. That one could have been 6. It's 3rd and 7 now. They rush 4. Here's a quick throw across the middle. That's another catch by Montgomery. He has been really, really good early on. And you can just see we're looking to get our slot guys involved early and often. Pennington now handing it off. This time A.J. Turner breaks a tackle, fighting through defenders. It's a touchdown. What a start to this game for the Marshall offense. 3 drives, 3 scores. And it is 17-7. Texas State definitely wasn't expecting this. Here's a handoff this time. And that one will go for about a gain of 8. So now a little bit of hurry up. And that is the bread and butter of this Texas State offense. They will run a ton of hurry up. Led by Jordan McLeod, who is a mobile quarterback. He keeps it on the option, and this time we get the stop in the backfield. And that is going to be our captain, Monroe Beard, who's there for the tackle. 3rd and 5, handoff this time. And it stopped just short of the first down marker by Dateon Smith. And he does force a punt. And now here comes this hot offense on the field. The first play is a rush around the edge. It's a sack. Cole Pennington goes down. And it looks like he's going to be shaken up on this play. Take a look. Our left tackle just lets him run right around him. That's a senior left tackle, and Jeremy Jones, I have no idea what he was looking at. He's the impact player as well. Braylon Braxton checks in now for a 3rd and 16. He scrambles, and the ball is on the ground, but it's picked up that time by A.J. Turner, and we have to punt this one away on a 3-and-out. 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. This time, Texas State's trying to establish something on offense after that big play. As now they start to run the ball. Here's a handoff once again, and they will pick up the first down. And, you know, their backfield is really, really good. They have Esmail Mahdi, who is a really good back. He and Jordan McLeod make a nice 1-2 combo. They go right back to Mahdi. He breaks a tackle. He's into the open. He gets to about the 28. It's hard to take him down with just one guy, I got to say that. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's a handoff back to Mahdi, and there's a stop by 99. And Isaiah Gibson's made a couple of nice plays early on. It's 3rd and 8 now. We rush 4. McLeod in the pocket, throws across the middle, and he's got a man. It's a touchdown. What a throw by McLeod over the top of the linebacker, right into his receiver's arms. And they will score, and it brings it within 3. It's 17-14 now. Marshall still has this lead, though. Here's a quick throw across the middle. There's a nice pitch and catch to Tyshawn Chapman, and he picks up the first down. We're really going to use him in a lot of ways. Try to get him the ball in reverses with jet sweeps, and there is pressure once again. And Ben Bell has been disruptive. He has that disruptor badge. We got to block him. Here's a quick throw across the middle. That's going to be a catch by, this time, number 81. That's Toby Payne, the sophomore tight end. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Here's Pennington throwing across the middle, and he's a bit behind with the throw. It's intercepted. Brought back to the 40-yard line, and it's a turnover here for the Marshall offense. Pennington tried to thread the needle to Montgomery, but he just should have thrown this maybe a hair before that. He just threw it way too late, and by that time, the defender had already caught up. So here's McLeod in the pocket, throwing to left side. He's got his man for a first down all the way to the 23. And that is number 1 in coverage. That is Josh Moten, who was really, really good in the spring game. Here's a throw across the middle. Intercepted! It's the captain, Monroe Beard III. He breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet. Tackled from behind at the 35. Monroe Beard making a play. and he gives his team good field position after the second turnover of the game. And he just steps in front of that throw. That was just a good defensive play. Way to read that route. And here we are with about 1:22 to go. Back to A.J. Turner, handoff, and he's gotten quite a few carries here in the first half. He's been pretty productive. Now 2nd and 8 in the pistol formation here. Play action fake, trying to get rid of it, and he does. But that actually might be a loss of a yard or two. That was Cade Conley, the junior. 35 seconds to go, just about milking this clock a little bit just in case. Here is Pennington throwing across the middle, and that is a great pitch and catch that time to Braylon Brown. We made sure to max protect. We knew we needed time for that play to develop, and it's a first. Here is Pennington now. Another quick throw, that time to Tyshawn Chapman, and he just sits right in the zone. That's an excellent play right there. Inside the 10 now. Here's a dump-off pass this time. A.J. Turner fights to about the 1. And we have to call a timeout here. We have 1 remaining. 16 seconds to go. Here is a bubble screen open. It's Montgomery. Touchdown. He didn't score earlier on that big-time catch and run. He got to the 1-yard line. We make sure to go back to him, and he gets credit for his touchdown here. And how about this offense in the first half? It's been electric. And that is going to be the score going into halftime. It's 24-14. A.J. Turner, the player of the first half, apparently. 10 carries, 50 yards. He's been really, really good. He has a rushing touchdown as well. If it wasn't really for that big play to open the game for the Texas State offense, this might be a blowout early on, but we got to play in the second half, keep our composure, but we got to play the entire game. Texas State starts out with the ball here in the second half. Here's a handoff this time to Madi. He jukes his way to a long 3-yard carry. They eventually get it to a 3rd and 3 this time. Looks like they're flipping the play. Here's a quick throw to the right side, and that is a first down. They will give it to him. The wide splits on that trip set, that was definitely a different look that they gave us there. A handoff right back to Madi, and he will pick up a few yards. 3rd and 4. We have not gotten any pressure on McLeod so far. We send 5 on that one. There's a quick throw, and they get it, but it's short of the first down marker, and they will have to punt it away. 10-point lead here. We don't want to get away from our game plan here. Here's a quick throw across the middle. It's Chapman again. He's got 5 catches today. He has been pretty busy, but he can break loose at any time, especially with that home run speed. 3rd and 2 now. A.J. Turner here with 2 tight ends out on the field, 12 personnel. Here's a quick throw. That one is going to be caught, and it looks like it's going to be short of the marker. So here we go now. Here's a handoff to start the next drive to Madi, and he picks up a first down. That's a nice run, gain of 13. More hurry-up offense. Back to Madi this time. McLeod hands it off, and that one will be a gain of 4. 3rd and 3 now at the 40-yard line. McLeod running this hurry-up offense. He's going to go right back to Madi. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he gets hit, and the ball's on the ground. Picked up by Marshall. The 3rd turnover of the game for this Texas State offense, and it's Josh Moten with a forced fumble. What a play by Moten. And now our offense takes back over. Cole Pennington now hasn't thrown a touchdown pass since the first half here. Is a quick throw to left side. It's Braylon Brown. He turns upfield. He's off to the races, to the 20. Pushed out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. A good catch and run by Braylon Brown. I highlighted it in the spring game that I really liked what I saw from Braylon Brown as that outside receiver. It's important to have those outside guys as well, and I think he really, really plays that position quite well. Can't wait to see what he does here in this season. A.J. Turner still in the game. Here's a throw across the middle, and that one into tight coverage. Maybe it was dangerous. Could have been an interception. It's 3rd and 9. Here's a throw to the end zone, looking for Chapman, and it's incomplete. Take a look at this play, though. It was a fade route, but look at the end zone. All he had to do was throw it to the pylon. That's a touchdown. Instead, Cole leads him a little too far inside. Now on for the field goal here from about 37, and this one is wide to the left. The new kicking meter is actually interesting based on the camera angle. It's definitely more difficult than we've ever seen probably in a football game. So here we go, back on defense, still a 10-point lead. Here's a throw to the sideline. That's caught for a gain of 7. This third quarter winds down here. Hand off back to Medee. A good juke move. Monroe Beard does eventually wrap him up, but he picks up the first down. Fourth quarter begins, and this one's a dump off pass left side. That is a catch and run, and that's about a 15-yard gain for a first down. Tackle by J.J. Roberts at safety. Read option again. McLeod, he's choosing not to get down after a couple of fumbles by the offense already. He's got to be careful. Now at about the 39-yard line, McLeod handing it off this time, and there's a stop in the backfield. There's Isaiah Gibson. He has been so disruptive today. 2nd and 12, they continue to run this hurry up. Here's McLeod trying to make a man miss. It's on the ground. Picked up again by Marshall. 4 turnovers today for the Texas State offense, and it's Josh Moten for his second forced fumble of the evening. What a game by him, as here's our offense back on the field. There's a different looking RPO. There is a catch, and that is a couple of yards by Cade Conley. But we have not moved the ball well here in the second half. It's a 3rd and 9. Here is Pennington this time, throwing incomplete. And our offense is just flat here in the second half. And now our defense is back out onto the field. Is a 5th turnover on the horizon here to start this drive. McLeod changing up the play. We back off the coverage. And here is a play action fake throwing across the middle. That one is a catch and a first down. And McLeod has not been protecting the football well today, but he hands off this time. A D off to the right side, breaking a tackle, breaking another one to about the 23-yard line, and a big-time run by their really best offensive player overall-wise. Here's a handoff, and look who it is. Isaiah Gibson has been a man amongst boys up front. 3rd and 11 now. McLeod in the pocket. He just takes off straight up the middle to the 5. He's down at about the 3, and it's goal to go. Handoff this time. There is a nice stop in the backfield. That is going to be Wayne Glensky there for the stop. Now 2nd and goal again. McLeod trying to scramble. This time the linebacker is there on a spy. That's Dateon Smith, who is actually listed as a strong safety, but he can play some linebacker. McLeod now 3rd and goal. Tries to move to left side and throw across his body. It's a touchdown. Wow. And the Texas State Bobcats bring this game to within 3. 3 minutes, 13 seconds here. A.J. Turner gets the carry. We haven't heard his name much in the second half, but he's definitely going to get some doses of the running game here on this drive. 2nd and 4, right back to him. Good blocking up front by the center, and it is a first down. I got to admit, our center is one of our best players on the team. That's Logan Osborne. Now we get it under 2 minutes now, a 2nd and 7. Here's a nice orbit screen out to A.J. Turner, and he picks up the first down. That's a good play call right there. I think everybody collapsed on the defense inside, thought we were running the football. So now just at about the 47, here's a handoff. A.J. Turner off to the races, still on his feet, and he gets tackled at the 30. And Texas State has used all their timeouts now, and all we have to do is knee it out, and Marshall will win this game just by the skin of our teeth to open this season. 24-21. All of those points coming in the first half. Wow. Cole Pennington gets player of the game, 242 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a win, the most important stat. Starting out 1-0 feels great here for this team because we really needed some momentum to start this series. I was very, very hesitant after the quarterback play in the spring game, but Cole Pennington showed that he is going to be a good player for us in this series. It's only one game, a very small sample size, but I really, really loved what I saw from him. AJ Turner ran the ball well too, 17 for 89. Now, I'm probably going to be upping the quarter length a little bit. I see the play count isn't exactly what I want it to be, so we're just going to try some things out. Right now, we're on 8-minute quarters. But how about Montgomery? He was really, really good today. And Chuck Montgomery's really our fourth receiver on the depth chart, but he gets in on a lot of those spread looks. So when there's 4 wide receivers out on the field, he's going to get in quite a bit. He and Tyshawn Chapman are going to be our leaders in the slot. So you definitely want to look out for those guys. But Isaiah Gibson had himself a day. He had 5 total tackles, 3 solo, and then he had that forced fumble as well. Michael Green had a couple of nice plays in the backfield as well. And then I just look at, guys like Monroe Beard. He had that interception, and those are the plays that we're going to need throughout this season. Plays that really kill the momentum, especially on the road. That was a tough win. Just don't forget that. We were on the road to open Sun Belt Conference play, so that is a really good, hard-fought win. Ismail Mahdi did run for 98 yards, but it seemed like they came kind of in spurts. Like he was only getting 2-3 yard carries, and then he would eventually get a 10-yard carry. I think we did pretty well. And if it wasn't for that, like I said, that first opening touchdown by Wilson, I think this could have actually been a lot more, larger of a gap early on than it initially was. So we are 1-0, and now we have enough points to start unlocking certain things. So I'm going to kind of cover this a little bit in detail in another episode, but I wanted to open up the recruiter coaching tree. Or the recruiting skills tree here. So here's the initial coach abilities. So really we can start upgrading some of these things that allow us to take less time to fully scout. And I'm going to first go after offensive line because we have 2 starters on the offensive line that are seniors at tackle, and then our center Osborne is also a senior, so we're going to need to replace them. And I think recruiting is going to be very, very important, especially on the offensive line early on in this series. We advance the week and we find out that Devon Toure now has a deal breaker that we do not meet. For some reason, after winning in week 1, our championship contender went down. It kind of makes no sense, but I guess we're just going to have to live with it. So when we were talking about only recruiting the 4-star out of our own state, we're officially locked out. Well, in week 2, we will face Virginia Tech on the road. This is not going to be an easy game at all. Obviously playing against an ACC school, but now it's going to be tough. Kyron Drones is one of the best quarterbacks in the ACC, and he's got a whole lot of physical traits that make him a lot better than McLeod. So McLeod may have been the warm-up to Kyron Drones. We'll have to see. But this is going to be a tough matchup either way. So thank you guys for watching the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war.